Hello everyone, welcome to my 12 cards for Christmas series. Today I will show you card number 5. I'm going to be making super basic and simple interactive card, and I will be using the stamp set Crabby Christmas from Clearly Besotted. I bought this stamp set last year for a Christmas card for my boyfriend, and I decided to create a slider and have the two crabs with a Christmas cracker going from side to side like they are trying to pull it. So let's get started. First, I started with stamping and coloring the little crabs. I used the Versafine ink in Onyx Black and Bristol cardstock from Canson. I used my Mini Misty because I wanted to stamp twice. And then I colored the images with thick brush markers. I usually use water with those markers, but I never have a luck with the coloring. When I don't heat emboss, the colors usually seep outside of the lines. But I watched a video from Jennifer McGuire, and she used these markers just like Copics and not mixing them with the water. And that's what I decided to do here as well. I will play a little bit of music and show you bits of the coloring and see you once I'm done. I also colored the other images. The exact colors I used you will find on my blog, but except of the dark red, they are all from the set with the 24 markers. Off camera, I die cut all the images and also die cut the slider. I used the smallest die from the straight sliders die set from Mama Elephant, and I die cut it in the middle at the bottom of the panel. If you don't have such dies, you can use a craft knife and a ruler, and this way cut out the opening. I did this last year when I made the card for the first time. Before I assembled the card, I stamped the sentiment from the same stamp set using the Versafine ink, and I used my Mini Misty to stamp it. For the slider part, you can use a coin or these slider elements from MFT. I didn't have those and I didn't want to use a coin, so I fashioned my own slider element by cutting a strip of a paper that is bigger than the die cut slider. I folded the strip in half and I cut it into a smaller strip, and then I glued it together. On top of the slider element, I adhered 2 small circle foam adhesives, and before I adhered it on the back of the 2 crabs, I placed the element from behind of the panel inside of the die cut slider, and then I adhered the 2 crabs on top of it. I really like these mini stamp sets from Clearly Besotted, but I usually don't know what to do with them because they don't really have a set theme. You need to really come up with your own and add additional elements to it. And this happened to me. I didn't know what to do. I knew I want to do the slider thing, but that was it. I didn't know what else to do. You can do some distress inking or use other stamps to decorate the background, but I just decided to use the other two images that are in the stamp set. The two crabs I adhered on each side of the panel using a foam tape. And for the middle of the panel, I decided to die cut the little candy canes, and I die cut 4 of them and colored them with the zig markers. And then I glued 2 together and adhered them on top of the card base as well. Next, I adhered the panel on top of a card base using double-sided tape, and the card base I used is from Kraft cardstock. And lastly, because the card still looked a little bit empty, I used the Nuvo drops and added few drops across the panel. This finishes the card. I hope you liked it. I would really appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you fancy, you can check out the 5th card from last year I made. Just click on the video on the left side or watch all the cards from this year's series on the right side. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!